Welcome back to Portugal Pickleball News. A few weeks ago, I heard about the Pickleball World Cup, something that I didn't even know existed. This year, it's about to get underway on October the 27th in Florida. And last year, it was played in Peru. It was started by two Peruvian brothers. Puerto Rico won that one, and there were 33 countries taking part. This year, it's even bigger and even better. There are 68 countries taking part. And one of them is Portugal. So when we come back, we're going to be joined by Armando Ferreira, who's one of the players, and he's going to tell us all about how the Portuguese team got together. Okay, so welcome back. And now I'm joined by Armando Ferreira, who is in Florida and is involved in the Portuguese team for the World Pickleball Cup. So tell me, Armando, whose idea was it? How did it all get started?
I think, it was, I've always been, I've always loved Portugal. And I was, someone from the Portuguese team sent me an email inviting me to join the team. They were hopeful that I wasn't invited for the Brazil team, which at the time I hadn't I hadn't been. So when I told my granddad and dad that I was going to represent Portugal instead of Brazil, they were both very happy. They're Portuguese. They grew up, they were born in Portugal, they grew up in Portugal. So they were both very happy for me to join the Portuguese team.
Yeah, that's like, so who's the organizer? Who got it all started?
So we have Chris. I forgot his last name and I apologize.
Vito, I think it is, isn't it?
Yes,
Vito.
exactly. Yeah. So Chris, he lives in Miami and he's heard of me because I played a lot in this area. And when he saw my last name, he thought, "Oh, this must be a Portuguese guy." So let me try. So he emailed me and then asked if I was available to play for Portugal.
Yeah, right, nice. And do you know how the other players were selected? In the same way, because they had a Portuguese surname.
Well, kind of. I think there was one of our teammates. His name is Michael Coleman. So I don't see the Portuguese
No, I
resemblance
don't
there.
think so, no.
I don't see it at all. And I've been playing against and with Michael for the last 3 years without knowing that he was half Portuguese.
Wow,
So randomly on the WhatsApp group that Chris created, Michael was there and I saw his pictures like I swear I know this guy.
that's
And
funny.
then and then I texted him, he was like, "Yeah, I'm half Portuguese, no one knows about it." And
Right,
so I think it was more Chris gathering and trying to get as many people from Portugal descendants in the team. And there's a
right,
couple players from Portugal flying in. But most of us we are from Portugal, but we live in the US.
right. Okay. Yeah, because that was the strange thing that we were all thinking over here. Like, who are these people? We don't even know them. Like, they don't play in Portugal at all. There are a couple coming from Portugal. You said, do you know their names?
Yes, so Steffi Reinberg, she
Right,
actually lives in Portugal. We have Carolina. I think Carolina had to drop out or something, and then we switched with someone else.
right.
Um, but there's definitely a couple. All the girls, I think they do live in Portugal.
Yeah,
Who are
yeah.
joining us, which is super exciting.
Yeah, no, that's really great. And but I don't think there's any kind of like anybody could just enter a team into it. There's no, you don't need any authorization from the organizing body in the country of origin, I don't think, which is also kind of unusual.
Well, yeah, I think Chris had to work with the Portuguese delegation because I think each country has its own delegation. I'm pretty sure Chris had to submit an approval. I had to send my Portuguese passport. I had to do all these different background things, and I think that's how he made it happen.
Yeah, yeah. And this year, 68 countries, is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And I think Portugal is in, let me just check, in a group with Brazil, right?
Yes,
So
yes, it is.
loyalty to you. Antigua and Barbuda. Do you know anything about those teams? Like, it's going to be tough, or what do you think?
Yes, I do. So Bermuda, I think, right? Bermuda
Yeah,
from Caribbeans.
yeah.
I actually just played a tournament 3 weeks ago in Jamaica, and I met the best player in Bermuda, who is a super nice guy. He's been developing the pickleball in the country for a couple of years now, and it's very, very good player. But I think, I don't know how deep his team is, but I know he is a good player himself. And then obviously our biggest competition is Brazil. I do know all the players from Brazil, and but we still have we are very, very on, I think we're very level. So if I have to guess and predict the future, we're gonna be playing Brazil to decide who is gonna move forward, and it's
Right.
gonna be a very exciting exciting match.
Yeah, that's
It's all
great.
happening in one day, so
Oh, right.
we yeah, we gotta take it.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, here in Portugal, we're all going to be cheering you on. So, all best of luck, and please keep us updated with what's going on.
100%, 100%. We'll definitely we're gonna have a social media person there. We're gonna have someone to record, take pictures, videos. So I'm sure we're gonna be able to keep Portugal updated through Instagram and what we can.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, all right. Well, it's been great meeting you, Armando. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jackie.
and so stay tuned. At the end of the month, we'll have some more news about what's happening in the World Pickleball Cup. Bye for now.